happy to have her, Bridget. Oh.
She had a great show called Purge, and she will have another show soon called something, and she's wearing a dream catcher tonight. I just want to point that out now. Everyone, please welcome Bridget O'Neill.
Hey, there's my stigmata by ministry. It's my segue. This is really freaking me out. 20 years ago, this wouldn't freak me out. I'd be like, yes. So anyway, forgive me, I can't see, but being a kid of the 80s, my favorite movie was Fast Times at Ridgemont High. My favorite character was Spicoli, and my favorite line was, "People on ludes should not drive." I just thought it was like hilarious, and I've seen this movie like 1,000 times with my brother, like when I was like 15 and 16, and I could recite every single line to this movie. But that particular line I just loved, which answers a lot of questions. It was kind of funny because I would say to my brother, like, well, what's a lude? And he's like, well, it's short for quaalude. I was like, oh, right. So about maybe 2 or 3 years later, I was actually offered a lude, which was amazing because I thought that stopped in the 60s, and this was 1990. And I was living in Houston. I was 19, and I was goth. And I was like head to toe in black and black eyeliner, you know, the boots, everything. But the only thing I couldn't do black was my hair, just looked really weird. So instead I did it like really white. So white that and short, and it had like a tilt, so I would always like crock my head, you know, to the side because my hair was like, I'm cool, I can't see it in my right eye. But I pretty much looked like a female version of Andy Warhol, and I literally did. I was pretty peaked. And then like a cross between him and like the main dude or the lead singer of like the Flock of Seagulls, and I was attractive. But anyway, I was like this like scrawny like little goth kid. And so there I was in Houston, and I was in the parking lot of this club called Numbers. And it's like this very like kind of just has like really good venue for like punk music and like, you know, just club music and live venues. So there I was in the parking lot, and I just kind of walked into the concert, and I was really excited because Ministry, I was there to see Ministry, which is kind of like this industrial punk, which is, that genre didn't last too long, but it was industrial punk, and Ministry was really cool. And so I was in the parking lot, and I was like walking up to the club, doing what I always do, which was scouting for the drug dealers. And I saw this like scrawny white guy, and I just make a beeline for him. And I got my wallet out, and he's like, you want to buy some stuff? And I was like, yeah! And I was like waiting for him to say, like, you want a tab? Do you want some E? And he's like, I said, yeah, what do you have? And I would even do weed at this point, which is not my favorite, but I liked uppers, so I was just like, wee! And so he's like, so I was like, what do you have? And he's like, ludes. And I was like, you've got to fucking be kidding me. I would have done anything to hear this, and like this moment was actually happening. And like my whole body just came like, I was like overcome with like joy, and my knees got weak, and I was just dizzy in love, and angels were chirping, and the word ludes just kept like, I was like, oh my God, this is such a moment. And I was so excited, and I could see like my friend Tammy looking at me like, are you actually considering this? And I'm thinking, oh yes I am. So I said, yeah, I want some ludes. And he's just like, and he was even taken back. He's like, really? Yeah, oh, okay. And so, you know, I give him my money, and they were in pill form, and I pop them, and he just like grabs my arm, and he goes, whoa, dude, you doing those now? And I was like, well, yeah. I mean, like, you know, when someone gives me something, I just pop them and I do them at that moment. I was going to a concert. I wasn't going to church. I wasn't going to bed. So yeah, I'm doing them now. It's kind of the point. So he's just like, oh man, dude, be careful. Like, where are you going? I was like, well, into the concert. He's like, oh man. And he was like a really conscientious drug dealer. He's a really nice guy. And but I think I should have known at that moment, like between Spicoli and the drug dealer dude, that like this might really slow down all all of my limbs and everything, like whatever the saying is. So I knew this could, at that point I was like, oh, this might really slow me down, which kind of sucks because I like uppers. And it might be a contradiction in terms because I'm going to Skinny Puppy Ministry, which is really not mellow. Not something you would, this is more like, hello. Like, it's like, like, where's the opium den? I'm doing Quaaludes. But it wasn't. So I was just kind of like, all right, I'm just going to go with it. I don't care. So I walk into the club, which very quickly turns into walking into the club. And I get in, and usually I'm like, if I take E or something, I need something, like if I do pot or something, like if I smoke pot, I'll smoke a cigarette to like let it kick in. If I do E, I drink orange juice because I want it to kick in. But, does anyone know this? Please help me. So, ludes, it kicks. So anyway, so I walk into the club, memory 1 of 2. There I am, conscious, and I walk in, and I'm not too familiar with Skinny Puppy only ministry, but I walk in and there's Skinny Puppy and they're on stage, and the lead singer is like this really gnarly looking dude. That is so spicoli. All right, so he's like this really scrawny looking dude, and he's on stage and he's just like sawing like up this dog, and it's like a big dog. It's like a German Shepherd. It's not like some shit that you fit in a fucking handbag. Like, this shit's a fucking dog, like sprawled out. And I was like, oh my god, like I'm a dog lover, so this was killing me at the moment. And then all of a sudden, like he saws into it, and then he's like performing surgery. And it's very serious. At least to me, it was very serious because I was like, "Oh my god!" I don't know if it was supposed to be ironic and I wasn't getting it, but I just wasn't getting it. And I'm kind of a wimp because like I went to a Danzig concert like the year before, and I was like, "Danzig, wee!" And when I showed up, Guar opened, and I remember I had this, and I was under the influence then of something, and kind of freaked out and left the concert. But anyway, so this was happening like all over again. And I was like, why me? And all of a sudden my friend Tammy's like, let's go up to the front, go mosh! And I was like, oh my god, I need to, like, there's a pole, I'm gonna hold it, I'm gonna hang on to it. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Which was kind of like freaking me out because I loved moshing. Like, I used to love moshing, but like, this wasn't like Lollapalooza moshing with like a beach ball bouncing around, next band's up. Whoa. This was like, it's fucking moshing, you know what I mean? So there I was, and I found the pole, and I was petting the pole, and there I was, and okay. So, memory 2 of 2, I'm backstage. I'm backstage, and my head is tilted on somebody, and the only peripheral vision that I have at this point, or vision that I have, is like this arm in front of me, and I'm like, hello, and then like I see like a needle and all this blood, but blood everywhere, and I was like, oh my god, where am I? This guy's like shooting up, there's blood all over, he's obviously doing it wrong because he's really fucking himself up very badly, and I was like, oh fuck. And I take the arm and I take my eyes and I follow up the arm very slowly because I was very slow motion, and I look up and he's got blood on his face and his hair, and I'm like, oh yes, it's that dog killer, the fake dog killer. It's fake blood. Like, I'm okay. It's okay. Oh, but he's still doing heroin. But it's okay. Like, he's doing it correctly. Sigh of relief. And then I look across from me and I see Al Jorgensen from Ministry. And he just looks at me like, you are fucked up. And I'm thinking, yeah, I didn't even see it, and I didn't see him. So I guess there was something with the pole was sleeping. But so I looked and I was like, Jorgensen, yeah. And so and Skinny Puppy Dude, And so I'm trying to like make sense of everything. I'm like, why am I back here? And then I kind of look and I see my friend Tammy. I was like, Tammy, what are we doing? We gotta go. And she's like, I'm getting my trench coat signed. And she like shows me, and the trench coat's all signed because, remember God? Like, you wear trench coats. I mean, it's scary with Columbine now, but you did. You wore like trench coats. I think most guys did. It's still creepy. But anyway, so that's what she was doing. She was getting her trench coat signed. So anyway, so I was like, okay, mission accomplished, coat signed, gotta go. Weird scenario. Let's go. And so we start getting up, and then she's like, okay. So I'm getting up, and I'm still kind of like limbly, and Al Jorgensen says to my friend Tammy, hey, take good care of your friend. And he looks at me, and he goes, tell the 1970s I said hello. I was too under the influence to be mortified, and I was like, I will. Cheerio, dilly-do. And out I go, and I scuttle on out. And so basically, what I never thought would happen, I never thought I would do ludes. Drugs are great, whatever, not anymore, they were. But what I never thought I would do was take advice from Spicoli. And now being in those shoes, what I can say to you all, my advice, is people on ludes should not drive. In fact, they should not stand. They should find a padded room with a TV and a pillow and call it a night. Thank you.